Hello, guys. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. It's Mother's Day tomorrow. I want to wish all the mamas out there happy Mother's Day. I'm just going to take a second here and do what I need to do to get my video going. Maybe. Sometimes it goes smoothly. Sometimes it doesn't, so I kind of just got to bear with it a little. You should just take a second here and we'll get started. I'm going to try to be as swift as we can today. I don't want to take up too much of your all's time. I need to make this all easier. Seems like it takes so long to do anything, especially when I got multiple things going at once. Maybe, come on. There we go. It's not doing it. I don't know why it's not doing it. Can't make up its mind what it's doing. It doesn't know what it's doing. I don't either, honestly. Oh my goodness, how funny. Okay, girlies. Yeah, I don't know what is happening here. Oh, goodness gracious. I need some tutoring for this stuff. I'm telling you. Seems like it's getting more confusing and more confusing the further I go with it. Okay, I'm just going to let that be because it is not helping me. Okay, girls, so tomorrow's Mother's Day. I hope y'all have got some nice things planned. Let me know what y'all's doing for Mother's Day. I think we'll probably end up maybe going to Bridgeport. I was thinking about getting some nails, some like acrylic nails. I have had them once before. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I've only had them once my entire life. I've did them several, times myself, which it's really hard to do your own nails. I don't care how good you are, at doing them. It's just difficult. I wore the glue-on ones a lot. Even the press-on ones. I don't know if anybody's ever worn the press-on ones. Honestly, they are very unstable. The glue-ons normally last me, 3 to 4 days, something like that. But for some reason, the press-on ones kind of got the glue in them. Gotta put my rose water on real fast. The press-on ones kind of already got the glue on them, and for some reason they just, I don't know, they don't last me longer than a few hours. They're popping off everywhere. It's very annoying, honestly. So when you finally get time to sit down, and put them on, the first time you stick your hands in, dishwater or something, they're gone. It's very annoying. So normally I do the glue-on ones, and like I said, normally 3 or 4 days they, last, which I guess it's fairly good. They're, $5 or $6, something like that for a pack. I don't know why they put so many in the pack. I guess for, different sizes of fingers. But I have never got more than like 1-2 sets tops, from all the different sizes. My pinky is normally extremely the smallest, and then the big one, my thumb, is, normally it's not the biggest. It's a couple down from that, but yeah, I normally end up just throwing the excess away. It's like I said, I don't understand. I think maybe it'd be better if they made like different size packs. Then they wouldn't have to put so many in there just for people to throw away. If you had a friend maybe that, was the opposite sizes that you were, that might help. I'm just going to take a second and fill this out. I normally don't because it's very annoying. But I might as well go ahead and do it. Yeah, I've had a lot of trouble with my videos. All the way from my watermarks to getting them shared. My music too. I've seen so many different videos with like background music. And which they've always got the little, disclaimer on there that they don't own the copyrights and whatnot. I always try to put that on if I've got music playing. But for whatever reason, they like freak out about it and like mute my video and all different kinds of stuff. So the past couple videos I haven't been doing any music, but honestly I don't know. I love music. It seems like it goes a little smoother if you've got something in the background going on. So anyway, I got a little bit. I try to keep it low as I possibly can. But I guess we'll see how it goes. Oh my God, this list is crazy. I didn't think there was this many. Okay, we're going to be done with that. I got my eye watering. I think I got that makeup wipe in there. My eye has been a twitching today too. And I have no idea why. I don't know if any of you have ever had that. But I swear it is like the most annoying thing ever. And normally it's like it just comes and goes in cycles. Like this morning, honestly, I woke up and it was just there. I got foundation in my hair. Yeah, so I don't know what to do. I've tried like closing my eyes and giving it a break for a second. See maybe if that helps, but honestly, it doesn't seem like anything helps. Okay. Kind of just wanted to get that pretty well smeared around as good as I could. I don't like putting my foundation on a lot with my fingers, but I've noticed if I can kind of get it around as good as I can, it helps, with the blending and whatnot. So I'm just going to take my blender now and kind of blend out everything as much as I can. The freaking earring is in the way. Hi, Ruth. How are you, honey? Hello. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a good Mother's Day, honey. Maybe the boys planned something special for you. I noticed a lot of people were celebrating today. I was considering that. We were gonna, do some things today, but I think there's some others going out tomorrow, so we decided to maybe try to wait and go with them. I was a little undecided. Happy early Mother's Day to you. Yeah, thank you. I seen these videos on Facebook this morning, and they were hilarious. Those mom bloggers talking about Mother's Day, kind of to the fathers, I guess. We do not want to spend Mother's Day with our children. Wine. We want wine. It was the funniest thing ever. Hi, Heather. How are you, sweetheart? Okay, so I think I've got this down pretty good. I did not put this in close to my eyes. I do have problems with some wrinkles, as you can see in there. So I like to kind of put less layers as possible. They are there. So I kind of have to deal with them. But I've noticed Hi! How are you, honey? Happy Mother's Day. I noticed that the less layers that I put under there, the easier it is for me to hide them. So that's kind of what I have been going with. Hi, I'm good. That's awesome. Now, we were planning maybe to go out, and I was wanting maybe to get some fake nails. It's been forever since I have had acrylic nails. But they're very pretty. I don't know what kind to get or color. I know I don't like anything that's really long because they get in the way. I'm so used to wearing the glue-on, stick-on ones. I'm not going to know what to do with, real ones on. Hi. How are you, honey? Francine, how have you been? I heard you were in the hospital there. Are you feeling better? So I'm kind of just going to dab this around in the areas that I want it. I'm kind of using it for a highlighter in this sense. It is a concealer. A lot of people, use concealer to hide imperfections. Just got home. Aw. Well, I'm glad that you got home. A lot of people use concealer, to highlight or to cover imperfections, not feeling too hot. Aw. Well, I hope you get feeling better. But yeah, if you're using your concealer to highlight, you definitely want a lighter shade than if you're, using it to hide imperfections or, blend things, whether it's scars or acne or whatnot. Although I normally do recommend if you have like crazy, acne or even like this, dark under eyes, stuff like that, a color correcting palette. Lots of makeup nowadays have the color corrector kind of built in, like the foundations and whatnot. I don't prefer those myself, but I know everyone kind of likes what they like. So if you're one that likes something like that, that's definitely beneficial. But they've got like orange ones, they've got red ones and yellow ones and purple, all different shades. So you'd want to revert to the color wheel if you're, wanting to use something like that. For acne, which is normally red, you want to use something green, that's going to cancel that out. I think the yellow is for like dullness, which I know a lot of like African American or people that have ethnic backgrounds tend to use those a lot more. So yeah, you kind of got to know your skin. Got a little bit too much of that in there. My blendy's getting filled up. I need to clean it. I'm going to turn it around on this side. So what were you in there for, honey? If you don't mind me asking. I know Jesse said it was your bladder stuff. Okay, guys, I think I'm good with this for now. They always say if you look up while you're doing under your eyes, it helps. Okay, I think I'm good with that for now. I'm going to jump right into my bronzer. Actually, I better put my conditioner on really fast. I have terrible dry lips. I noticed if I put it on at this point, it's got some time to kind of soak in. And then when I get to actually doing my lipstick, it's really helpful to get that dry skin off of my lips. I really did get that in my hairline really good. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to get my bronzer brush here. I'm just going to work this kind of where I want it. I have kind of been playing around a little bit with different ways of doing my bronzer. Super fun to play with it. Got my order. Did you get credit for it? Yes, yes, yes. Normally, it's like 24 hours after someone places an order. I get the notification that you did place an order. And then kind of, I think it's once it ships out to you, I kind of get the information as far as what you got and when you should get it and whatnot. So yes, 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 I've seen it. You're going to have to let me know once you get time to try it out what you think. So what does everyone normally do for Mother's Day? What do you guys do for Mama? I know normally we don't really do a whole lot of nothing. Jesse and Hunter have been working at this job all week, and I think Hunter kind of come up with he wanted to do something special, which I'm not mad about. I'm not mad about that at all. But it is a little different than, you know, what we normally don't put too much emphasis on stuff like that. I guess, you know, we should. Big holidays, like, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatnot, of course we do. But smaller things like, you know, birthdays or Mother's Day, Father's Day, different things, we really don't. Oh my goodness. I got a message. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm just kind of working this around. I did get me a smaller brush just so I can kind of be a little more detailed with what I'm doing. That bigger brush would work, but I like having a little more control over, you know, where I'm applying it. So I'm kind of just going to go around the tip of my nose here, kind of push it up a little. And then I'm going to put a little crease in here. Kind of give the illusion that it's, you know, thinner and kind of turned up even. And then I'm just going to take what's left and kind of do a little more down the sides. I do have a really big nose. So I kind of like to, you know, put a little more attention on that. Okay, I think I'm good with that. I'm going to use a little here to kind of make somewhat of a shadow. It's supposed to make your lip look fuller, which I think it does. My lips are just so thin, I don't know if there's anything that could help them look full. It's just how it is. Okay, so now I'm going to use my little concealer sponge here, kind of in between, just to kind of lighten that up a little bit. I got it kind of, you know, here and then underneath, so I kind of want to definitely keep the definition there between them. Okay, I think I'm good with that. So I'm going to jump right into my powder. Not my powder, my blush. I'm sorry. Today I picked out the Antique Rose. It's got some warm tones. I normally like to kind of match my blush, the tones of it, with the eyeshadow color that I plan to use. Which realistically, I don't, you know, wear makeup like this every day. Sometimes I do if I'm lucky and get time. But for the most part, I don't. I'd have to say my go-to is definitely brows, mascara, and some highlighter. If I can wear that, then I'm happy. If I can get time to put that on, I am beaming. So I'm going to take a second here before I highlight, and I'm going to do my rose water again. A lot of times it's recommended kind of in between layers, which, you know, at this point I've got my foundation, my contour, and my blush. So I want to get a good layer on to kind of get that melted into my skin. You can use your setting spray for that. If you do use the setting spray, it's really going to help with getting a longer wear out of that. So that's, you know, just something that you can keep in the back of your mind. If you ever, you know, need some extra length out of your makeup, that's a good way that you could do that. So I'm going to get my loose mineral powder here and shake out some. I like to use a smaller brush when I do my powder. A lot of people like a bigger powder brush, but for whatever reason, I think the smaller one works better for me. So I'm just going to take my time kind of and go around. I'm going to make sure I set my eyelids here. I always forget to do that. And it is so important when it comes time to put in your eyeshadow on. So definitely make sure you're getting to do that. It really does make a big difference. Especially if you've got woolly eyelids, which I tend to have. It's really going to help that from creasing. It just takes a second, honestly. I'm normally kind of excited about getting the shadows started, and I tend to overlook that. It is really beneficial while you're applying your shadows, while you're blending. Is extremely helpful to blend your eyeshadows together. So if you have trouble with that, that might be something that you should consider. It's kind of one of them things you don't really think about. And I'm the type, if it's wet, I think, you know, it's really going to stick. If your eyelid is wet from the foundation, it seems like the powder from the eyeshadow would really stick to that good. I got my hair coming out. I put this bandana on to keep it back and out of my face. It's not working. My hair's so short right now, it's kind of hard to get it all up. So I've got a huge mess back there. Just try to keep it out of my face so you guys can see what we're doing here. Okay, I think I'm going to put a little bit right there. I think I'm all powdered up. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. That hair just will not. It refuses. It refuses to stay back there. Okay, so I got my powder on. As you can see, it's a really kind of flat, powdery finish, which some people like the powdery finish. If not, a setting spray, a rose water, after your powder will set that in and give you more kind of like a dewy finish, which is what I prefer. The more layers of your setting spray or your rose water is really going to be beneficial for the finish versus, you know, powder or dewy, matte, just kind of whatever you're looking for. You kind of got to do different things to achieve that look. I prefer something a little more dewy, a little more natural looking. So the rose waters or setting sprays, you know, they're going to help me get that. So now I think I might go ahead and get my eyebrows on. I'm going to find the right color here that I want. I think I might use this one today. So anyway, yeah, I think we might go kind of look around tomorrow. Stop at some stores and check stuff out. It's really hard with Sissy being so little. We were actually kind of halfway there today and kind of changed our mind because she is so awful in a car seat. She hates being in her car seat. I've even went and specifically got her, you know, the next size that's like appropriate for her age and whatnot, thinking maybe the smaller one was uncomfortable. No, she just does not like to be in a car seat. So it's really hard when we're, you know, traveling, especially, you know, when it's not just 10 minutes down the road. It makes it really difficult because she does not want to be in there, buddy. And she'll do anything. When she was smaller, she would hold her breath. She would cry and get to the point she was holding her breath. And that scared the bejesus out of me. Well, she's kind of to the age now that she knows that. So, yeah, she is very smart. She knows what she's doing. And it is very difficult to get anywhere with her doing that. Honestly, I try to travel the most when she's sleepy, when it's her nap time. Because she goes to sleep. It makes it a lot easier. But when she's in that mood, buddy, it's hard to get anything out of her but, you know, screaming, holding her breath, whatnot. I think it's ridiculous, honestly, which I'm all for safety. But when I was little, when I was a baby, I didn't get a car, you know, I didn't ride in a car seat. There was no such thing. Or, you know, it was for the rich and fancy people. A lot of it, I think, is just, it's for safety, obviously, but it's a money-making scheme as well. They expire. It's like imagining your, you know, your couch in your living room expiring. It is so ridiculous. I think that is a little too much. the fact that they expire. They put an expiration date on a freaking car seat, like, and they're so expensive. It kind of prevents you from keeping them. Most people kind of pass stuff like that down, baby stuff. Okay, so I got my brows on. I'm going to go ahead and do my highlighter really fast. I like this. It's the Moonlit Highlighting Powder in quartz. This stuff is amazing. It gives the perfect little kind of sun-kissed glow, which is such an in thing right now. I like to put it on my cheekbones here and then kind of up around my brow. I'll put a little on my nose and up kind of in my T-zone area. And then we'll do the tip of my nose. Kind of help with that shape that I was faking. I'm going to put a little on my Cupid's bow here, which is like my favorite spot, I think, to put it. That also helps make your lips look fuller. You can see, I love that. It's so pretty. Okay. Give me just 1 second here. I think that's pretty good, honestly. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to wait for under my eyebrow until I get my foundation on. I don't know why. I'm missing people. Where's my girls? They must not be on. Okay, guys. We've got our face on. I'm going to go ahead and get my eyeshadows out here. And some of my brushes. I was hoping I got to some time. If we can get through this fairly fast. I might try my hand at some lashes again. I love wearing fake lashes. They're so pretty. So first, we're going to start with this. This is the eyeshadow quad. It's called Go Natural, which I believe it is a discontinued one. This one as well is called Bronze Star. It is an older. I'm going to use my champagne, of course. I might even touch into the black a little. Maybe. Might use this gold here a little. Maybe even the orange some. So, give me a second. Oh, crap. My brushes. I need something to put my brushes in. I got this little thing, but as you can see, they like fall out the sides on me. So, it's really hard to use it. I'm just going to try to get... I lost my spoolie one. I had a brush with a spoolie on it. It was my favorite, but I've not been able to find it. Okay, girls. I think I got what I'm needing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with our palette. The number 2 here. I'm going to use my blender brush. And I'm just going to kind of get a good base here.